back to BattleCast Primetime. I'm Raj Joshi. We've delved deep into the Command & Conquer archives and found the best matches from all over the CNC universe. It's time for the BattleCast 10. Kinder Delice GLA in the south faces off against Squawk USA in the north on Tournament Desert. Squawk combines Humvees and missile defenders and stops Delice's early tunnel network. Then Squawk keeps rolling right into Delice's start location and moves right in. Delice decides this aggression will not stand and takes over Squawk's home. Delice uses hit and run tactics from the southwest, taking out some buildings while Squawk decimates Delice's tunnels and supply stashes in the southeast. Fast forward and Delice is pushing Squawk down and out of his nest in the center. Sounds like it's time to fly the coop. He's kicking ass and taking names. Delice sneaks down to the southeast corner and heads north, knocking out buildings along the way. Walker is down to one building with Delice tightening the noose from all sides. And it's not long before Squawk is hung out to dry. Skinny quickly spies on Videz in the north using the USA spy drone. He builds an extra dozer and sells his command center. This tough little dozer stops not one, not two, but three tunnels from building. Videz switches gears and starts using suicide tactics. Technicals filed with the terrorists flood in. One terrorist even knocks out 4 Humvees in a single shot. Videz is relentless and even sends a bomb truck to do some damage. All this terrorism isn't free, and Videz starts using the center to fund his operation. Soon Crusader tanks face off against quad cannons and scorpions. Videz barely scrapes by through all the carnage, but Skinny is left with no army or war factory. Skinny gives in to Videz's demands soon after his dozer falls. Silver China starts early by taking out Dead Clown's supply trucks in the southeast. But soon these humble players become support power duelists as artillery barrages, carpet bombs, and cluster mines fall from the sky. Hit after hit, followed by an overlord and nuke cannon frenzy. It's almost too much for a person to handle. Just look at this poor guy. The chaos continues as Dead Clown and Silver become 5-star generals. Soon EMP pulses enter into the mix as attack after attack rain down from the sky. The field is so covered in mines it is hard to keep track. Dead Clown starts to move cautiously across the field. He knows that Silver can't produce units, but it doesn't mean that Clown can count Silver out. Clown channels the dragon and finally burns down Silverman's command center. Jump ahead in franchise history to 0 Hour, where Dackle and XCal battle on Tournament Desert in a GLA mirror match. Dackle starts by running over workers with his technical. The torment continues as Dackle forces XCal out of the southeast corner. Dackle is dominating the map and the supplies. XCal pushes back with a quad cannon force, but gets mowed down by Dackle. XCal takes back the southeast corner and is able to close the gap in the supply race. Soon XCal has taken all the corners and forces Dackle to the center. With all the tunnels, the players turn into battling meerkats, attacking and then retreating to their respective holes. Dackle is desperate for cash and performs a maneuver called the Distract and Jack. With the new supplies and 5-star status, Dackle lays down a sneak attack and uses RPG troopers in a battle bus to hit hard, fast, and retreat. Dackle ups the ante and lays down the Scud Storm and the timer starts ticking. With nothing but empty tunnels, XCal calls it quits. Strauss China squares up against Strike GLA. Strike boxes his workers in, a la RA3 in the southwest corner, and Strauss's Inferno Cannon does little damage. Strike tries to pick up the 7-10 split by first taking the northwest corner and then striking the northeast. He clears the west, but Strauss's Overlord stops him in his tracks. But if at first you don't succeed, try 5 more times. Having exhausted much of his supply, Strike can do little to stop the Chinese special of carpet bombs, cluster mines, artillery barrage, and EMP pulses combo. Strike tries one last hurrah and uses a sneak attack to take out Strauss's base. It is only a matter of time until Strike gives in under the constant attacks from the sky. And when his palace falls, Strike comes up with a gutter ball in the 10th frame. Let's change universes and enter Tiberium-infested CNC3 on Tournament Tower. Kung Fu Rabbit in the west sends an emissary to the northeast and drops a war factory and starts harassing Titus with flame tanks. Look at them buildings burn! He tries to keep the momentum and attack the center with Scorpion tanks, but Titus stops him with Predator tanks. Later on, the Wascally Wabbit shows off his Kung Fu with the Raider Buggy EMP and Scorpion tanks for the 1-2 punch. He even forces Titus to sell off his MCV.
But the favor is quickly repaid as a massive Predator army takes out the Wabbits, MCB, and War Factory. With only one stealth tank in one building, it looks like Titus has this rabbit caught in the headlights. You would think that Wabbit was out, but you'd be wrong. Watch as a Kung Fu master Mike woes his way to victory in a destructive montage. Boom, boom, boom. What's that? Is it a missile? Yeah, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna run you over. Boom, boom, boom. That's right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Enter Kane's wrath as Body Marked of Kane harasses best friend ever Nod early on Tournament Dust Bowl. Body runs a sizable Scorpion force and tries to make it look bigger by using a decoy army. But he's all fluff and not a lot of stuff because he gets chased out by best friend and loses his tip spike. Body tries again with stealth tanks, but again is an epic fail. Best friend takes a fight to Body, taking out harvesters, but loses many tanks to obelisks. He tries again, this time with attack bikes, and it's a small success, but the game turns into a burn race as both players slash and burn through buildings. The schoolyard rumble happens in best friend ever's front yard, and his swarms of rocket squads are too much for Body to handle. Best friend might have lost his Redeemer, but so does Body. When Body loses his Redeemer for the third time, there is no redemption for him. With his harvesters taken out and no units to hold the line, it is game over for Body. And a shoddy Body. Fan Marked of Kane squares off with Fascinate GDI on Tournament Tour. Both players try to seek and destroy harvesters, but with no luck. The big battle starts when the players get stuck together on the center plateau. Both opt for an artillery strategy, but Fascinate's numbers just can't be matched. While Juggernaut Smash Fan's base, he's able to bring out his little pet Stealthy. This thing is the best! Look at how it scurries around, just barely escaping death. The Pitbull puppies don't hold a candle to Fan's pet Stealthy. No. Stealthy takes down those dogs, Juggernauts, and walks all over the infantry. But the best part about this pet Stealthy is he cleans up his own mess. Just look at him go! In a last-ditch effort, Fascinate sells his MCB and loads an engineer into an APC. Little does he know that Stealthy was lying in wait, ready to strike. The Venom finally paralyzes Fascinate, and Fan takes home a win. This match is on Battle Base Beta. A Mali Allies faces off against GOWJWG Empire. We'll call him Bob. Bob sends 2 JoJo cores to the center while Mali boxes in a refinery, drops an airfield, and rushes to Bob's start location. Here he drops 2 airfields for his bombers to land and attack faster. Mali tries to throw down some structures on land, but he has to sell his only source of income. But Bobby gets an Imperial dock up and has some Yari subs take out the airfields. The bombers don't have enough payloads left to take out Bob's last structure. With the MCV on the run, Mali shoots down his own bombers to take out the Imperial dock. Talk about self-sacrifice for a win. Here on Infinity Isle, Foxbox Empire tries a risky strategy against Wilco. Foxbox drops a power plant and then a dojo. He then sends out 3 refinery cores, but not to collect ore. Instead, he drops them down in the center of the map, sells them off, and uses the ore collector's gun to mow through the infantry. Wilco gets a surprise as Fox's MCV drops down next to the airfield, and he quickly has to sell off. Then the ore collectors take out Wilco's economy, and then he gets cleaned out by the tank buster backup. This is truly a balls-to-the-wall one-shot rush strategy. Nice work. And that's your 10 for one last time.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's been a pleasure as always.
Unfortunately, it's GG for us as well.
It's truly been our pleasure to be able to do this for the past 2 years. All of the amazing people we met.
All the places we've gotten to go to, the incredible live shows, the people we've interviewed, the amazing fans, including the one Russian guy. I still have my can of Russian beef in my cabinet. It's been amazing, and we really want to thank you guys for making this dream of ours a reality.
Absolutely. None of it would have been possible without the support of all of you. So on behalf of ourselves and an amazing crew, thank you for being part of the experience. It's meant a lot to all of us, so for one last time, thanks for watching.
And we'll see you on the battlefield. Eye the tiger, Raj.
Boom, boom, David.